And last but not least, 1440. Good morning, it's Monday, July 13th. We're covering Florida's coronavirus surge, the return of federal executions, and a change at Turkey's Hagia Sophia. Hagia? Need to know. COVID-19 surge continues. A surge in U.S. coronavirus cases, mostly in the South and West, continue to pick up speed over the weekend. Florida broke the single-day state record for new coronavirus cases yesterday, reporting more than 15,000 new illnesses over the weekend. I believe you mean 15,000 new positive tests over the weekend. Just because somebody has it does not mean that they are ill. The previous record was set Wednesday by California at 11,694. New York's high was just under 11,600, set April 15th. Daily deaths in Florida have risen above 70. Daily deaths in Florida have risen above 70. Because that's a huge fucking number, especially in comparison to 15,000. More than double the average just 3 weeks ago. The U.S. reported nearly 70 deaths, more than double the average just 3 weeks ago. But how much higher than the average from 3 weeks ago is that 15,000 number? Because I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot more than double. The U.S. reported nearly 66,000 cases yesterday, having set records in at least 7 of the previous 14 days. Good! Antibodies. Herd immunity. This is good. 29 states have reported a rise in COVID-19 hospitalizations over the past 2 weeks, and ICU beds are said to be at least 80% full in Arizona, Alabama, and Georgia. More broadly, deaths across the U.S. are beginning to rise. Oh, really? Weeks after cases began to explode. The 7-day rolling average of deaths increased by 15% over 2 weeks ago to 664, though the figure is still well below mid-April's peak. Separately, President Trump visited Walter Reed Military Hospital to meet wounded military personnel and healthcare workers, where he wore a face mask in public for the first time. Don't do it, President Trump. What the fuck? Don't give in. The U.S. has reported 3.3 million total cases, with 135,205 alleged deaths as of this morning. See the 3-day rolling average here. Face masks don't stop it. All they do is restrict your airflow, build up the CO2 in your body, distress you emotionally in many people's cases, possibly cause your unborn babies birth defects, because that can happen if they're deprived of oxygenated blood. And it does not filter particles as small as COVID-19. This is an illusion of safety. It's just some fucked up way to control everybody, to make everybody comply. Just for the fucking hell of it. Federal executions resume. The first federal execution in nearly 2 decades will be held today, with 47-year-old Daniel Lewis Lee scheduled to die by lethal injection. I guess that's over by now. Rest in peace, Daniel Lewis Lee. The proceedings follow a federal appeals court decision overturning a hold on the execution late yesterday. Lee was convicted of killing an Arkansas family of 3 in 1997. Relatives of the victims have previously asked for clemency for Lee. Why? The last federal execution occurred in 2003, though 28 states have the death penalty, and federal prosecutions have continued to successfully seek the punishment. The Trump administration began a concerted effort to restore the practice under Attorney General William Barr, who advocated for the practice during the first Bush administration. The Supreme Court declined to hear a challenge to the practice 2 weeks ago, clearing the way for Lee's execution. Lee is one of 3 inmates currently set to be executed this week. Good. For some things, you should fucking die. I don't understand why anybody is fighting this. Some things deserve death. Hagia Sophia converted. The iconic Hagia Sophia must revert to a working mosque, a Turkish court ruled, and President Recep Tayyip Erdogan decreed over the weekend. Recognized by the United Nations as a World Heritage Site and a museum since 1935, the move drew widespread criticism from secular and religious leaders worldwide. Completed in 537 BC, the Constantinople edifice served as the main cathedral in the Byzantine Empire until the city, now Istanbul, was captured by the Ottoman Empire in 1453. It was converted and used as a mosque until the founding of modern Turkey in 1935, becoming an informal marker of the country's secular foundation. The building is considered one of the greatest examples of Byzantine architecture, but has become a flashpoint for Muslim-Christian relations. The decision has been criticized as a political appeal by Erdogan to the country's religious conservatives. See 360-degree photos of the structure here. Cathedral. So it was Christian, then it was used as a mosque, and now it's being declared that it has to be a mosque instead of just a museum for both. And they're calling the Muslims the country's religious conservatives. That's funny. I mean, it's funny that in that country, they're actually acknowledged as being the religious conservatives, because they're not here. In the know, sports, entertainment, and culture. Washington's NFL team to announce this morning it will drop Redskins, revealing a new team name. I just don't get why they announce that they're going to announce that. What's the fucking point? Whatever. Anyway, they can't... Hold on. We'll drop Redskins, revealing a new team name. No, they weren't able to reveal a new team name. They said that they would reveal a new name at a later date. Turns out, probably one of the reasons they couldn't reveal a new team name just yet is because some hero, realtor, trademarked all the possible names that they could change to. Atlanta Braves will not change their nickname. Good for them. Living up to their name. Valentina Sampaio becomes first openly transgender model in Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Okay. Walt Disney World reopens amid coronavirus spike in Florida after nearly 4-month closure. And Disney's Welcome Home video faces backlash on social media. Science and technology. Astronomers discover a celestial megastructure more than 1 billion light-years across and containing hundreds of thousands of galaxies, dubbed the South Pole Wall. Wildlife conservation group to reintroduce wild bison to the United Kingdom beginning in 2022 for the first time in 6,000 years. Cool. I didn't know the United Kingdom ever had wild bison. Amazon retracts order banning social media platform TikTok from employee phones over national security concerns. Company said the memo was sent in error. Sure. They sent a memo. One of their employees tattled on them, or probably multiple employees tattled on them. Because for some reason, TikTok appears to be addictive to the people who have it. So tell them they can't have it anymore. They're gonna fucking tattle on you. Because they need their fix. Wells Fargo tells employees to delete the app. Good. Keep it up, Wells Fargo. Stick to your guns. Look at the concerns over TikTok. Oh, I don't know. They're from China, and China is notorious for using their technology to steal our stuff, our technology, our secrets, things like that, our information. Business and markets. Electric pickup truck maker Rivian raises $2.5 billion, plans to launch electric truck next year. No, thank you. Sources say Facebook is considering a ban on political ads on its network ahead of 2020 election. No official word from the company. Sony acquires $250 million stake in Epic Games, producer of popular video game Fortnite, for 1.4% stake, valuing Epic at more than $17 billion. Master financial modeling in 3 weeks. Boost your career with one of the most in-demand skill sets in finance. Early access discount expires in 24 hours. Learn more on Wall Street Oasis. Politics and world affairs. President Trump commutes the sentence of associate Roger Stone. Political operative was convicted on 7 charges, including witness tampering. Robert Mueller defends Stone indictment in op-ed. More documents released detailing Michael Flynn prosecution. Record heat wave grips much of the U.S. South, expected to move into the Midwest during the middle of the week. What is a heat dome? Polish President Andrzej Duda narrowly wins re-election. Race was originally scheduled for May, etc. A single chart visualizes how the world is getting older and mapping the oldest restaurant in every country. The Empire Strikes Back is back on top of the box office. From our partners, tired of being locked into expensive cellular contracts? This company offers flexible, crazy affordable plans tailored for each family member, all managed from one account starting from $5 a month. Okay, what's that? Tello. There you have it. Something called Tello. We finally know why ships get stuck in dead water. Was that a mystery? Vintage Super Mario Bros. Game sells for $114,000. Damn, son. I have some vintage games. In London, Uber moves into the boat business. Okay. They should do that in Venice. Are they in Venice? Former Marine catches child dropped from a burning building. Nice. Let's click on that. Former high school football player and U.S. Marine catches child dropped from burning building. Continue. We'll just watch the video. We don't have to read it. Mother frog. Let's try this again. When a 3-year-old boy was dropped from the
When you walk into an Amazon fulfillment
third story of a burning building in Phoenix, Arizona, a former high school football player dove to catch him. That man was 28-year-old Philip Blanks, a retired U.S. Marine who saved the boy just before he hit the ground. And when we get through this commercial, we will see.
with this pandemic, see,
Blah, 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 blah.
good catch, man. Jump! Come on, jump!
Was that a catch? The kid still hit the ground. Okay, cool. Back. Conjoined twin girls successfully separated at the head. Badass. Clickbait. Man arrested after biting a seagull. Okay. History book. Julius Caesar born, 100 BC. First World Cup takes place in Uruguay, 1930. Happy birthday, Sir Patrick Stewart, 1940. Rest in peace, artist Frida Kahlo, 1954. Live Aid concerts in the UK and the US raise $125 million plus for Africa famine relief, 1985. Nothing is worth more than laughter, Frida Kahlo. And that's the end of that. Thank you, and good night.